And so the fact of the matter is, I mean, Christian, I'm going to use this time because this is actually about you in the media and the corrupt media establishment. Ask you, the Trump-Russia collusion hoax that you pushed on this network for years, was that real or was that Hillary Clinton made up disinformation? Answer the question. Go.
Mr. Ross.
Sorry. This is how we get our country back.
Oh, my God.
All right, boys and girls, welcome aboard for The Brothers Hack the Matrix. I'm your host, Joe's Atmosphere, and I'm joined as usual with my little brother, the Hylunder. There can be only one, because I only have one.
What's happening?
Man. He's it. He is the one.
Bro, I'm looking at our intro, right?
Yeah.
And it occurs to me that, what's the guy's name? Because you're better at these things than I am. Aragorn?
Aragorn.
With the sword?
Aragorn.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he mumbles something.
Yes.
And then it looks like he's going to have to run a good half mile to get.
Yes.
Okay,
He's
so.
gotta run a ways, bro. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Not sure that's good for the battle, dude. I think he's going to be winded by the time
You
he
don't want to be
there.
gassed by
That
the time you
fucking,
get to the
look at
front
that
line,
sword.
dude.
It's got to be 100 pounds, dude.
Yeah,
and
that's
then he's
a pretty
got
heavy
the
sword,
chainmail on.
It's the sword he led a dead army with. I mean, yeah.
I think what he said was, "Can you believe we're this far away?" Fuck. He takes off
Can
running.
you believe the strategy we've come up with? We're screwed. We're surrounded.
Why are the good guys so stupid?
We're gonna get japped out here, man.
We're gonna get japped out here. Look at how far they are away. We're dead. We're dead, man, for sure.
Out here. That's another
Who
one.
planned
Man.
this?
I've got to freaking find that one.
We're gonna get japped out here. We're gonna get japped
out here. That's Hollywood Nights, right? Isn't that in
No,
Hollywood?
man. That's
Which
the
one was it?
Warriors, dude.
It's the Warriors. That's right. Okay. I thought one of those guys. You remember in Hollywood Nights, they got the guys carrying the guys trying to join.
Volare.
Yeah, exactly. They got the guys that are trying to get into the car club, and they're going through their hazing, and they got no clothes and a tire apiece they got to bring back. Right?
How is that? How does hazing always end up nude? You're just nude.
You're
how does it
naked? Or you were in
always
your underwear,
ends up that way.
Spanked or some stupid shit like that. Thank you, sir. May I have another? What the fuck?
Right, like Northwestern, and their hazing really equated to a lot of wins over there.
Oh my God, man!
Freaking freaks.
All right,
how you doing, man?
Hey, I'm doing great. I hope you're having a good week. I am busier than I've been in a long time. Ready to hang out and have a brew with my bro and see what's going on in the world. But before we get started, we got to take a look at the axe, bro. What do you got tonight?
This is the Charvel. Everybody's seen it on the intro. I finally restrung this beast, dude. This is 24 frets of just light and shredding going on here, dude.
Is that right? You go, man.
It's a twin open shell humbuckers. This thing rips, dude. It really does. It crunches.
Does it?
Really nice. Oh,
wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's light. It's got the chamber. I mean, this thing is light, dude. It rips, and it's easy to play. So, yeah. That's what we're sporting today, man. Yeah.
That'll work. Let's see.
Yeah.
Let me check this out real quick. Tim came in here first. He says, and demonetized. That was fast. Whatever, man. Dude, hey, I got it. The guy said it on national television last night. Give me a break. I loved it. I thought it was funny as shit. Of course, my brother pointed out to me he's just playing to his bass, but
hell yeah, he is.
He
is slip.
I think
so
Joe likes
he's
the wild
do
geese.
something.
Yes, I do. I love the Wild Geese. My brother will tell you I love the Wild Geese. It's one of the greatest movies
a great
ever
movie.
made.
Great movie.
Let's see. Laugh out loud. Saints are on a roll.
On a roll.
Yeah. Laugh out loud.
5-4 and dominating the South at 5-4.
Right. Hylunder needs to do YouTube. He does. He does it with me. He doesn't want to run a channel though, man. He just wants to do his thing with me. That's what's up. Hylunder shreds like the Motor City madman Ted Nugent. Hey, he's one
Ted
of our
Nugent's
heroes.
awesome.
That's for sure.
That dude is kick-ass for real.
Let's see. And Real Wade also said, meanwhile, Michigan colleges teams in a heap of fire. Yeah, well, hey, I'm not even going to discuss that. Really not.
I'm gonna get it right out here.
Oh, you want
the
to do
boys
it
took
now?
it on the
Okay.
chin. They
Well,
took it on the chin.
If you are wondering what he's talking about the yearly war between Alabama and the LSU Tigers. And
that's it, man. We took it on the chin. We went into Tuscaloosa. We're playing great. It's 28-21 in the third, LSU, and then Jaden Daniels was having a monster game. And then,
little
they
targeting
knocked him right out of the game.
And they didn't call it, from what I understand.
Didn't call it. Crown of the helmet right up underneath the chin, drove him into the ground, knocked him out of the game. I don't even know if he's playing this weekend. But no review, no targeting. Guy was allowed to stay in the game, and we lost that game 28-24. We didn't score another touchdown. Up to that point, we hadn't even punted. I mean, he was having a monster game.
Yeah.
But that's how it goes. And then Air Force, Black Knights said,
the Black Knights showed up, bro. Yeah.
The Black Knights took it on the chin against LSU, but they took it out on Air Force, man. 24-3, I think, was the final. Yeah. In Air Force, in their stadium. Yeah. Black Knights took them to task. And then to top it off, the freaking Bruins lost to the Red Wings that night. So, it's a bad day all the way around.
I don't follow that, so. But
you ought to take a look at the NHL because the Bruins are smoking, dude. I mean,
are they
smoking? Oh yeah, they're like 10 wins, 1 loss, and 1 overtime loss.
Wow,
I mean, they picked up right where they left off in the regular season last year.
If I ever find the time, right now I'm hip deep in commissions, man. Matt says SEC office is in Birmingham. Just saying.
Yes, it is. How in the fuck does that happen?
Right. Das
it is what it is. We live to fight another day.
And Das says sorry, was alt-tabbed and missed the beginning. I was chatting with Ali. Do your thing, bro. Do your thing. And speaking of doing our thing, guess what? I don't have anybody yelling in my ear anymore. So I can sit here and sip with my bro, with my virus of unknown origin, Tink
Guinness,
and
as
just take
usual.
my time. Because we have fired our producer. Danny said we got to get a new producer.
Get a new producer. He's an embarrassment.
Yeah, so
we can't have him dragging down the
has
show.
Been fired, so we can do it any way we want to now, man. And
maybe we have guest producers or guest directors.
That's what we need to do. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. I'll put the word out, man. We'll see who's.
And then maybe we'll let the crowd say, "Okay, this is going to be your new."
You guys, let me know who you want to produce the show. They can be famous. They can be a sports star. Doesn't matter. Just let me know. I'll clip it out and make it happen.
Clip it out, and we'll whoever
Speaking of clips, I tailor-made this one for my bro for Top of the Heap because it's all about them LSU Tigers for him, man.
LSU Tigers.
Even though they didn't do too well in football this year.
The year's not over yet. Look, the year's not over yet. The goal now should be still win 10 games, and if they win out and they win their bowl game, they'll have a 10-win season. So next year 3 in the coaching regime is the big year. 3 years in, you'll have your recruits in, and we'll really see what the Coach Kelly Tigers will look like. So.
Well, you know what's number 1 on Top of the Heap, though? Before we get to the sports, we got to get rid of the garbage first.
Eject! Fire on the flight deck. This business will get out of control. It'll get out of control, and we'll be lucky to live through it.
And, of course, we always start the Top of the Heap with
Ukraine.
What's going on in the Ukraine? At day 624, UK Ministry of Defense says Russian military overextended. Hungary says EU should not start membership talks with Ukraine. What is this? The EU doesn't want them, and NATO is kind of going, what's going on there?
Yeah,
You know,
winds of change.
got some
It's
headlines
interesting.
for this week, Dan. Let's
Look,
see.
I just want to say this real quick.
Sure.
It's interesting that a lot of these governments and NATO are changing their position. While this Israel Hamas thing is dominating the headlines.
Mm-hmm.
So it's easy for them to shift gears and people not notice.
Yeah. Well,
so that's interesting.
We're
right?
going to notice. We're going
to notice. We're $50 billion into aid with another 6 to go. I mean, yeah, okay.
You could wear any pants if you want to. That's an F9F in Red October, so that's a goof. Yeah. It's because they probably don't want to escalate things. And hi, Ariel. It's good to see you. And Matt says, I'm not sure why Turkey hasn't been expelled from NATO yet. Yeah, I've got a story about them. But let's start with Zelensky invites Trump to Ukraine, says he needs just 24 minutes to explain to him why he can't bring peace. Trump had claimed that he could resolve the war in Ukraine within 24 hours if reelected. Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky pushed back on NBC News' Meet the Press. It's interesting that he's saying that, that he'd like to talk to Mr. Trump for 24 minutes because this came out this week. I saw my man Jimmy Dore covering this. U.S. and European officials broach topic of peace negotiations with Ukraine, sources say. The conversations have included very broad outlines of what Ukraine might need to give up to reach a deal with Russia.
It's an interesting article. I did read that before the show. I don't know if you had a chance to read that, but
yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's definitely an interesting read.
Yes, sir.
It looks like Ukraine might be running out of steam there.
Yeah.
And, Russia has got, they got deeper pockets and they got more people that they can draw on for their troops. And it may come down to that, And they're going to be asking us for more money. And,
I thought that was very
at the beginning of the war, they were...
Yeah.
At the beginning of the war, they had a blank check, but now with the Hamas and Israel thing, and this thing is losing steam. They're, according to the article, they're pretty much at a stalemate now. So I don't know how much more aid we're going to send these people, and
or do we need to? Maybe we're cutting
I don't know.
losses here.
It sounds like he's running out of steam as far as manpower and. What's sense in sending over arms and this and that and the other if you've got no troops, So
right. Well, it's not all wine and roses for the Kremlin either, because we've got this one here. Kremlin assigns Vladimir Putin's body double his own body double after assassination fear report. This is crazy, man. These things come out of Radar Online. I sometimes think they're making shit up. It's absolutely nuts, man. The Kremlin already assigned Vladimir Putin's body double his very own body double due to newfound assassination concerns. Oh, God, man. Come on. How many body doubles does one leader of the communist world?
Well, he probably bumped off like 3 of them already because he didn't like the way they were, speaking about him or to him. So, because he's known to bump off people close to him. So,
yeah. Ariel says, I thought it was both Hungary and Turkey, where the two countries were unblocking Ukraine's membership in NATO and possibly the EU. Probably because we have missiles in Turkey. Yeah. Russia probably will demand all the way to the Dnieper River. I think is that the Donbass region you're talking about there? But for Russia, would this be a Pyrrhic victory for them if they would win? Well, I think I think we all know Russia's going to dictate how this ends. They're the bigger country. They've got
Well, yeah, and again, they have more resources, and
yeah,
it sounds like EU and the United States are suggesting that, anytime you hear the words "give up" to,
yeah,
find peace, that it sounds like it's going to be incumbent upon the Ukraine to give up something
right.
to have a peaceful resolution. They
Mhm.
didn't say Russia give up, so.
No, no. Maybe the real Putin died, and it's the
Which is a
bubble all
huge
along.
mistake, by the way. If we really care about good versus evil and appeasing dictators and things like that, history's shown that when we appease dictators, it doesn't end well.
It doesn't
So,
end well. No, it doesn't. They just keep going. They keep
yeah,
going. They're going to make a movie about one actually that comes out at the end of the month that I want to see. Napoleon,
Napoleon.
Ridley Scott's Napoleon. I'm looking forward to
Yep.
that one. But
Yep.
that's that's the heartbeat of what's going on in Ukraine now. As far as Israel goes, the Israeli Defense Force spokesman says Israel has encircled Hamas stronghold of Gaza City. If you saw the interview with Benjamin Netanyahu on Nightline this week, you saw that he said earlier this week that on that show that he was not going to have any pauses because that would just give them license to move and move the hostages and stuff like that. They're saying they're circling in on them, but they don't want any pause. They don't want to give them a chance. But
That
you
changed.
see some of these other headlines. Yeah, Israeli military. Well, this has to do with escalation. Israeli
Hmm.
military and Hezbollah exchange fire along the tense Lebanon-Israeli border. This is what I fear is escalation. And then Israel will begin 4-hour pauses in military operations in Gaza each day, White House says. So he I guess he crawfished on those statements.
What
Um,
the fuck is a pause in
yeah,
military operations?
yeah, I don't know
I
what.
mean, are you either going to? Okay, so this sounds like a kind of Vietnam thing. Look, anytime politicians get involved with
Mhm.
military maneuvers, it's just like here in regular life. Anytime politicians get involved in the civilian world, we're the ones that pay the price. In
Yep.
the military field, it's the guy and the girls that are out there fighting the war. They're going to pay the price.
Mhm. Yep.
Go in, you have a battle plan, take care of your objectives, get it done, get your people out.
Yeah.
But if you
Yeah.
don't have skin in the game, you don't care about that. And we're going to have a pause in here now. You
Yeah.
watch. You watch
Yeah.
people die over that shit.
Netanyahu doesn't want to do this. He wants to just storm in there and take these guys out. And that really, Danny, that's what they're going to have to do because this shelling the place and I mean, it's known their tactics is to hide in civilian populations.
Well, yes,
So,
you soften the
and
target, then you go in. I mean, that's
well,
the
what
only
I'm
way you
saying
root
is
out the rats.
the better option is to go in with the ground troops because
Oh, yes.
civilians are going to run the other way if they see ground troops. Okay, you'll know who you're fighting then. It's
No, you
ridiculous.
won't.
Now,
No, you
well,
won't.
you know what I'm saying. You'll have a
No, you
better
won't.
eye on it. You're not going to be dropping stuff from the
Hey,
sky.
look.
Yeah,
If they run, they're Hamas. If they don't run,
they're well
they're well
disciplined.
trained, well disciplined Hamas. You got to wipe out everything in front of you. I mean,
Oh my
honest to
gosh.
God,
Yeah.
the days of fighting an enemy with here's the flags and this is my uniform and okay, I can pick him out. No,
Mhm.
man, they're right there amongst the rubble, right there amongst the people that are really suffering. Those terrorists are right there among them, right there among them.
Yep. Well, let's see. Also, American Post. Okay, that's the last one. In other words, getting that 4 hours to get their troops up to the lines and hit them harder. Yeah. Also, woo, equality. Let's get us women on the front lines and on the draft. You go, girlfriend. Das Wolfen says you would think that the surrounding Arab countries would have learned what happens if the FAFO if you fuck around and find out with Israel. Yeah, I was wondering what he was trying to say there. And Lady V says,
These
I
people
think the late
they
night
are pushed
porn.
by their agenda.
Yeah,
They don't learn anything. They have a fundamental agenda, and they don't care. They'll keep running innocents right in front of tanks. And they don't care. While their leader's sitting over in France giving his speeches. Give me a break.
I thought he was in Great Britain. That's
wherever he is. He's not there in the war
He's not
zone.
in the country, that's for sure.
You know what I mean?
I think the late night foreign hookers get it worse. Oh my God, man.
They do.
I won't be
No doubt.
drafted, at least not right away. I have too many medical problems. I hear you. Okay, so the thing I'm worried about, though, and I had a couple of those articles out of order, is escalation and Hezbollah.
Escalation.
Let's see. United States must pay the price. Hezbollah leader lauds Hamas holy war while denying involvement and threatens American troops. It's funny he's saying that
every
because
day.
CNN's reporting that U.S. intelligence suggests that Syria's Assad agreed to send Russian missiles systems to Hezbollah with Wagner Group help.
Wagner Group.
And they have been in the Syrian area. We know that. You know, they were back out of there.
Those terrorist groups yell death to the United States. If you have a blue light special, death to the United States. If you got a, some kind of giveaway, death to the United States. They just whatever, man.
Another thing, it's funny you mentioned Turkey earlier. I think it was Ariel who was talking about Turkey. Pro-Palestinian crowds try to storm air base housing U.S. troops in Turkey. Yeah, this is the kind of escalation I don't want to see right here. You know what I'm saying? They tried to. Of course, it's a U.S. military base, so they got.
Don't they know about pauses that are going on? And
right? What the hell's wrong with them, man?
Did they get the fucking memo about the pauses and?
Right. And
this is what I'm saying. At ground level, there is no pause.
I hear you. And we went ahead and sent one of our big boy submarines into the Middle East area. A rare announcement. U.S. says guided missile sub has arrived in the Middle East. A message of deterrence to adversaries. I love the side of that thing, bro. That's nice. I like that one. I like that picture. I do. I can't help it. I'm a Red October fan, but escalation is happening, man. They're already trading shots with across the Lebanon border with Hezbollah. I mean, this. Of course, it's nothing new, though, guys. This happened in the 70s. It happened in the 80s. I think this may be the first time it's happened in this century, though. This may be the first
time it's happening on the freaking web. I mean, this shit's been going on forever.
Yeah.
It never stops.
Right.
It's just the media stops reporting on it.
Yeah.
So it never stops. And these are fundamental people that Israel's surrounded by. And look, hey, Israel is fundamental itself, So, look, they can take care of themselves.
Mm-hmm.
We should just stand by and let them handle their business.
If you guys are tuning in,
they live
the
there. They know what's going on.
Yes, they know exactly what's going on. They know how to handle their business, and they don't want pauses. So everybody, quit pressuring them to have pauses. Let them go after these guys. They know where they're at. They let their guard down for a second, and that's when they got their pee-pee whacked.
Yeah, look, those people that were getting beheaded and killed and slaughtered, they didn't get a freaking pause at all. At all. People forget about those people that died.
Yep.
They forget. They give a fuck, right?
Right.
It just didn't start just because Israel just said, let's just attack Hamas. That's not how it starts. It's never how it starts.
Yep. All right. Let's catch up.
But they got to finish it.
Before we move on to the next subject. Let's see. And we have nukes in Turkey. I bet we have moved them already. Weren't the old ones replaced with newer ones? I don't know. I'm not sure. The Penguin is here. Good to see you, brother. Ariel says, with the Israeli thing started in the 50s, didn't it? It's around World War II. As soon as they drew the map up after World War II, all this shit started. That's it.
Yeah, because they really didn't consult any of the Palestinians at all.
They didn't. They just carved out.
Yo,
yeah,
this is my home. What's going on?
Yep.
So there you go.
And
imagine if that's your home. I'm not advocating for terrorists, but imagine if that's your home and somebody just decides to move other people into your home without even consulting you. You might be upset by that. So
yeah,
but there's got to be a way to fucking figure this out without killing each other. This is what is amazing to me, that they can't figure this out. And apparently the average age in the Gaza Strip is very young. So, and now all they know is this. So how do you bring that to the table? and negotiate with that.
It's pretty hard.
It's going to be difficult.
It's a difficult thing. Das Wolfen says the current leadership in power does not have the willpower to do what is needed. And he's letting Ariel Ballet know in 1948 when all this went down. Let's not forget, between the 6-Day War and Yom Kippur War, the war of attrition. Yep, absolutely. Yeah, it's been going on there for a long time. Yeah, just like how the Japanese went to war against China because China attacked Japanese trains. Yep. So Japan was right into going to war with China to protect themselves. Yeah, of course, if they're going to come across borders. Okay. The other thing in top of the heap was there was a Republican debate last night. Me and Danny watched some of the clips of it. I didn't even know what was going on. I didn't hear about it till the next day. The article here says the major takeaways from the third Republican debate. They're all supporting Israel. A lot of these guys, they sounded like parakeets. They were all saying the same thing pretty much.
Can I make an observation real quick?
Yeah, Dan, that's what you're here
and
for.
You didn't know that this debate was going. I didn't know this debate was going on.
No.
I wonder. It had apparently very low viewership. You see what channel held the Republican debate?
Yeah, CNN. Yeah, it's almost like they're making fun of the Republican Party at this point, man. Because I mean,
that's ridiculous.
Their front runner is in court every day and holding rallies at night. He's not even going to these debates, And there was a big call, Trump in the place, in the arena last night. I showed you my favorite clip from the thing. That was funny.
Trump doesn't want to be in those debates because he's going to have to. Every one of those
can do is hurt himself. Yeah,
exactly, because they're going to lambaste him for what's going on in the his legal issues.
Yeah.
So no, if I was his advisor, I'm like, you don't want to be there. We don't want to be there. Yeah. Let's stick to our base. The people that are really interested in what we have to say.
And speaking of his base, Vivek was playing to his base last night, big time. He was.
Yeah.
I think he's trying to become the vice president on that guy's ticket. That's what it looks like to me. But all of them pretty much, they held serve of what they've been doing. And I don't see anybody that looks like they'd be far and above the others. So,
well, the young guy really, what we saw pre-show, he was really firing some shots and he really ruffled some feathers. And
they
didn't have a lot of back and forth there. They didn't have a lot of answers to what he was throwing out there.
No.
And you saw the body language. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You saw the body language. You saw the nonverbal.
Yeah, he was pissing homegirl off, man. Yeah. What's her name? I forgot her name already. But
Haley.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, man. When that TikTok thing pissed her off. Whenever he was talking about her daughter.
Well, I tell you what. I mean, like I told you before, I bought the guy's book, and I'm going to read his book and get more insight on what he's about. Same thing as I did with Obama, because when I first heard Obama speak in public,
charismatic,
very interesting, very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But then I read his book, and I'm like, no, I can't do socialism, man. So
yeah.
I'm going to read his book and see what he's about. So
see what he's about. Yep. So, Joe, since today is my birthday, turned 33, where's my slow, seductive striptease? That is not happening.
Happy birthday. Hat's coming off. Here comes the shirt.
Oh, dude. Keep your shit on. Happy birthday, Ariel Ballet.
Happy birthday, man.
You're about to make my brother strip. What are you doing? Don't do that.
Happy birthday, Ariel.
Everybody's saying happy birthday to you. Hang on. I got. Let me see if I got a video for you. Let's see. I'm sure I've got something. Oh, yeah. Here we go. See, I can tell you right now, tonight, it's going to be the Danger Zone with Ariel Ballet.
It's dangerous. Your obsession with me. Seriously, Lana, call Kenny Loggins because you're in the danger zone. From Top Gun. You're in the danger zone. Don't they know you're in the danger zone?
Yeah, there you go. Happy birthday. There's your birthday video, young lady. There you go. Happy birthday.
Archer.
She said, woo.
Awesome. There you go.
Well, one way or the other. Yep. Okay. So next up, boys and girls, and I love it. I don't have anybody yelling in my ear tonight. You know why? Because our old producer was an
And you got your head all the way up it.
Bad.
love
Oh well, she took his ass to the cleaners. Hey, look, but
Hey,
he's still a great actor.
We're
Still a
gonna
great
get into
actor.
it, but first we got to talk about a different kind of millionaire, bro. A different guy trying to make a statement. That jockstrap, bro. We got to talk about those finely tuned athletes out there making precision moves, Dan. Making
It's like a
precision moves.
Swiss, just a clock, just a Swiss clock. Isn't it the Swiss, right? They do the clock.
Yeah, it's the Swiss clock. It's always
There you go, man.
timed perfect,
Precision.
man. You know it, dude.
This guy taking the football in the face cracks me up every time, dude.
That's
mean,
the center's fault, right?
He
You know
just
that's
gets
the center's fault.
drilled. Drilled. His whole nervous system got shocked, man. Whoa.
Boom.
Oh man.
All right.
classic.
Well, the first story we've got for you tonight, there would be, and it's actually a week and a day ago, but I would be remiss if I did not highlight the exceptional play and the victory of the Texas Rangers on their way to their first ever World Series. Let's hear it for the Texas Rangers.
Let's hear it for the Rangers. There you go.
yeah,
Third time's the charm.
They did the job in Phoenix.
In Phoenix.
I don't know if I told you, Dan, but I was talking to Dallas about this, and after they lost Game 2, right, on their own field, and I said, "Well, hell, just go sweep them in friggin' Arizona, man." He said, "No, I want to win it at home." I said, "Bullshit! It's the World Series. You never won one. You better just go ahead and take it, son."
Take care of business.
They did.
They did.
They became.
I don't know where they found the pitching because they really the pitching and let me tell you what. When I saw that Bruce Bochy had taken over the managerial spot there in the Rangers, I told those guys at work, I said, get ready to take a long ride because this guy right here knows his business.
Yeah.
He's successful with the Padres, had them in the National League title game. Padres don't do shit. Then he won, I think, 2 or 3 with the Giants when he went over there. This guy knows baseball, and he managed their pitchers so well. 1 inning, 2 inning, 1 inning, 1 inning. I mean, he was managing his pitchers to the T. Wow. Great manager, great win for the Rangers. Third time's a charm. So, hey, congratulations!
Well, they did something, Dan, that no other Major League Baseball team had ever done. They, I mean, first time ever. I know you hate that statement, but it really did happen. They won every road game they played.
That's impressive.
Season. That is impressive.
That is impressive.
They were true road warriors. They won every road game they played in the postseason. Let's see. Ariel says, well, at least I saw someone in their underwear. Clay says, money. Tim says, Joe, you are looking for Mr. Jacques, last name Strap. Yeah, that's it. And Clay says, thank you, Rangers, for making me a lot of money. Very nice. OMG, where you guys were saying Texas Rangers, I was expecting the Army Special Units. Oh, man. Check you out. But anyway, hats off to the Rangers. Good job. You did great.
Absolutely.
You made my buddy. Look, Chris called me, Dan, the night they won, because I wasn't even paying attention. I wasn't watching the World Series. Unless Boston's in it, I'm not watching it. But he calls me, and dude, he was blubbering. He said, man, I've been crying for the last 5 minutes.
Come on.
Yeah,
come on.
Man. Well, I mean, dude, he's been rooting for him his whole life, man.
Look, when you win a big game, the thing to do is be very drunk. And then go out in the middle of the street and just yell at the top of your lungs.
Dude, like you did when the Patriots won their first one. Yeah, that was fucking funny.
And Chris was on my shoulders, man.
Yes, he was.
Up on my shoulders. You were on the phone with Dad, right?
Right. And Mom grabbed me while I was on the phone with Dad and said, go get your brother. He's going to get arrested. It was hilarious, man. God, that was great.
Remember, I had my arms around you guys and said, we're going to make this kick, man. We're going to
make this kick. You were so worried, though, man. You were the closest one to the television set. Oh, man, it was funny. You guys would have to see it.
It was great.
Our father's from Boston, so we've always rooted for the Patriots. He roots for the Saints. I root for the Seahawks. But our second team, so we don't get disowned by our father, is the New England Patriots. Plus, they represent the entire eastern United States above Boston. So our
New
mother's
England states.
people, they are all from Maine, and they all root for the Patriots. So, yeah, that's a family team right there. Okay, so
Yes, sir.
story we got going here. Tonight's game, which is gonna suck probably. I would say.
Yeah.
We got the Panthers and the Bears tonight. What the
Yeah,
hell?
okay.
You know they were
Okay,
thinking.
moving on.
Sorry.
Moving on.
Yeah, just to lighten things up, so you guys can enjoy yourselves a little bit. I got to hit the NFL memes tonight.
There it is.
This
The
is
Jets.
Yes, the Jets.
The Jets.
Pay attention and read, folks. This is the memes.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part. I didn't do fucking shit.
Yeah, I thought this is one that Zach Wilson was going to keep because you're going to see he does a good job stepping up in the pocket. He flips it, but yeah, I thought this is one that.
The Jets offense helping their team win games.
All the way down to the Akron 33-yard line.
Now look at this. The offensive linemen are carrying them down. I think this is the first. I have not seen that.
All the way down.
Josh Dobbs, after knowing the plays of the team he's playing for, outperformed Zach Wilson playing against the worst ranked defense in the NFL. Oh my God. Zach Wilson next year. Aaron Rodgers really gave the stink eye to the hand sanitizer.
All right, ready to go. All right.
That's happening more. Oh, what is?
Imagine turning on the Manning cast.
What is that?
For the very first
that
time.
Donkey
And this
looks
is
like
what you
you
see.
eating, Peyton. It's the same thing. All right, we're going to break. Peyton. We'll be back. That's. When are you coming back, man?
When you coming back, man? Give me a few weeks, he says. NFL fans realizing the Jets are in prime time again next week.
No, please don't make me do what I can't do it.
I love NFL memes, guys. They're one of the fucking greatest things on the planet. They do crazy shit. Yeah. We ended last week with that shitty ass game, and we got this one tonight, Dan. Me and my brother picked Chicago just because,
Yeah, they've got a little bit more going on.
They've got a little bit.
And they're at home, so.
That's it. Well, one thing that happened, and it's history repeating itself, the Raiders. Las Vegas Raiders, Antonio Pierce, a simple yet very narrow path to earning the head coaching job, and they're saying he's not a placeholder either. These guys went out and played for this dude last week, and if you remember, it's happened before and probably happen again. Remember the last time they fired a coach? It was Gruden, and their interim coach pretty much went undefeated the rest of the season and almost got him in the playoffs.
Well, Josh McDaniels, this is an indictment on him. This is the second time he's been a head coach, and he loses the locker room really quick. I don't, he's an offensive coordinator. Mm-hmm. Stick to that because he's not a leader of the locker room, obviously. No. And then when he goes away, they play. I don't know who they played. They played an NFL team, and they kicked the shit out of them, whoever it was. At that level, they all have the talent. It's all about leadership, right? And getting the message across and execution. But, we'll see. But Antonio Pierce, what's his name? Antonio Pierce, is that his name?
Yeah, he was a linebacker for the Giants.
Hell of a player.
He was a hell of a player. I remember him. Yeah.
But you know what? Remember when Mike Singletary got the head coaching position at 49ers? Didn't end well for him.
Yeah,
sometimes they're too intense.
Not every player is a great coach. Vrabel's done well. I think Vrabel's done well. He's been handcuffed by his quarterback, but from what it looks like,
he's been handcuffed by that organization. Really,
pretty much. Das Wolfen says I only picked the Bears so I could say the Bears.
The Bears.
The Bears. Klay
That
Thomas
never
says,
gets old, by the way.
Bears, the Bears, the Bulls, the Bulls, the Bulls. Nah,
There you go.
not the Bulls. Not the Bulls.
There you go.
Also,
The running
I
of the
you get a
Bulls.
kick out of this one, Dan, because it speaks a lot to the refereeing in both college and pro football. Trending, former NFL sports star or superstar J.J. Watt takes aim at NFL. This is stealing money from guys. Week 9. Now, what he's talking about is a play. He tweeted about it. A play in the Arizona game. I'm going to show you.
Oh,
guys.
so bad.
It was horrendous, is what it was. Let's go ahead and go here and show you if I can get it up full speed here. Let me pop that and hit that, and here you go. You're going to see it here. This guy was fined for this hit. Yeah. How do you get fined for this? I believe it's the running back got fined, wasn't it, Dan?
Well, I don't. You know, I was thinking of a different game. The Redskins Patriot game.
Mm-hmm.
There was a sack in Mac Jones got sacked. The guy, he looped from behind.
Mm-hmm.
He hit Mac Jones right about the shoulder blade area, head to the side. Good, solid hit. Took him to the ground. You know, it wasn't egregious or anything like that. Roughing the passer.
Yeah, I saw that one too.
And I'm like, and even the commentary is like, you know, there's nothing that guy could have done any different. He didn't use the crown of his helmet. He didn't drive the guy into the ground. Right. It was just a legit tackle, and he still got the roughing the passer 15-yard penalty. Yeah. Now we're at that stage in football. I mean, just go ahead and get these pads out and just put these guys in flags and just be done with it.
Yeah, be done with it, right?
And whoever wants to watch that shit, you can have it, man.
You can have it, no doubt. That's when I'll quit watching it.
This is supposed to be a gladiator sport. It is what it is.
They're supposed to be the modern-day gladiators, yeah. It's a violent sport. Ariel says, are they talking about the women's league stealing from the men's league? No. They televise the Cardinals, laugh out loud. Yeah, they do. Every team is televised in their area. What did he do? I didn't see anything crazy. This is the fullback. He lowered his head.
Maybe he said he hurt somebody's feelings at the bottom of the pile.
Probably
Maybe
what happened. Probably what happened.
Hurt somebody's feelings.
Now, I picked this one because I figured you get a kick out of it. I saw it during the game. Is when the Saints game against the Bears last week, Dan. This was pregame. CBS analyst Matt Ryan gets hilarious welcome from an old rival. It's Cameron, dude. Did you see this? Did you see the
No, I did not.
Video? Oh my God.
I did not.
23 times.
Team with that shitty head coach.
Yeah. I thought it was funny.
They won't go down because of their defense. Their defense is they're scrap, they fight.
Yeah.
Offensively, they have no identity. They managed to eat by the Bears 24-17.
They're gaining a little momentum here lately, though, Dan, because
they're gaining dick.
They're incorporating the Storm and Mormon, brother. The Storm and Mormon is becoming a force to be reckoned with, my friend. Yes. Dude, I showed you the play, didn't I? Well, I told you about the play that they used to fucking kill the clock, to get the first down on 3rd and 2 at the end of the game. I told you about this, right? It was awesome. They took a defensive tackle, lined him up at wide receiver, and then put him in motion, and he took out the guy at the end of the line. How'd you like to be the cornerback over there trying to block that guy?
All I know is if you look at the Saints record, they have not beat a team over 500.
No, they haven't.
Everybody they're beating.
Neither have the Dolphins, by the way. Neither have the Dolphins. Everybody they've beaten's got a losing record.
But all the Saints have to do is win 7 games, and I think they'll lock that freaking division down, and then they'll be in the playoffs. And then they'll get stomped.
How about the job that C.J. Stroud did against the Bucks for you? Holy
you know what,
shit,
dude?
Bro.
C.J. Stroud, okay, I play fantasy football.
Okay.
I started C.J. Stroud the previous 2 weeks in a row. Garbage. Fucking garbage, bro. So I set his ass down, and I started Howell from the Redskins. Had a pretty decent game.
Yeah.
40 fucking points sitting on the goddamn bench.
Dude, I watched the end of it. They put it on after the Saints game. Baker takes him down, and with 40 seconds, throws the winning touchdown pass. I'm like, we got this. Stroud
No,
took
you
3
got nothing.
plays, ripped their guts out, man. I
Down.
was like, wow.
Did you see Baker Mayfield on the sidelines after the
Yes,
game?
I did. I was like, oh my God.
Unconsolable. Unconsolable.
What have I got to do? Look, he's not the reason why the Bucks are losing. That guy.
Well, they'll blame it on him, though. They will blame it on him.
Blame it on him, but
it'll be easy to do that.
He is not the reason. Let's see. Probably got upset that they didn't get a hug. I love you from the guy that tackled him down.
He scored a touchdown. Nobody gave him a hug. So
has the NFL players still take a knee or what? No, they're way past that. Taysom Hill now needs 10 punt returns and 10 kickoff TDs. No shit. Okay, so someone explain fantasy football to me. No, we ain't got time for that tonight.
No time for that.
The next one I got a couple of college stories here. Breaking: USC Trojans surprisingly fire coach after loss to Washington. College football fans react. This is the defensive coordinator for the USC Trojans.
Yeah, see, if you didn't, that headline is so sensational. You would think that they had the head coach, and I got to reading this thing because I was immediately going, "That'd be funny as shit if they fired that."
They're not firing Lincoln Riley. Give me a break,
yep.
man. Nah, man. But yeah, unbelievable. And my most embarrassing moment for a long time, we lose Bedlam.
Yes, the last installment
Oklahoma
of Bedlam.
Fans livid after refs screw Sooners in missed pass interference call on final drive. Well, it shouldn't have got to that point. They should have beat this team. Sorry, you're playing the Cowboys.
Well,
you got to beat them.
Look. That's an old rivalry game.
Yeah,
that's a throw the records out. They're playing in what is that? Stillwater, I think is where they're playing. I don't know what Oklahoma State is, but yeah, that's look. It's going to suck, man, because Bedlam is part of tradition.
That's the lore of the Sooners, man.
Yeah,
the Red River rivalry and Bedlam, bro.
And Bedlam.
That's our shit. And we lost Bedlam. We did win the rivalry though, but
you
that's
have the Red
continue.
River rivalry.
That's going to continue. That. That's going to be SEC is going to have a fun
coup d'état for the SEC. Thank you very much.
Yes, absolutely. Snatch that up. Okay, and the last one we got tonight, Danny sent me this one. This is priceless. It is a little dude making a tackle. This guy could play for the Patriots. This dude.
I'm telling you. Take note, all of you people that play on every level of football. This is how you play.
This is how you play right here. Check this out. This little guy doesn't give up on the play.
From the other side of the field, the angle and
else just a little bit bad. I said, no, hell no. Mama, somebody got to be the bad.
Oh.
Nice
look at the form tackle that guy did.
I'm telling you, let's see that one more time.
She was like, I don't care how bad you are, son. If somebody else out there just a little bit bad. I said, no, hell no.
He has got the angle.
Somebody got to be the bad.
And then the percent, and boom. Delivers the blow, gets the
I'm telling you, man, he blows through the target.
That's a bad little dude, man.
Yeah,
he got his head out in front. Great, brought his arms, brought his friggin' arms.
Yes.
And said, "Come no further, because death awaits you.
Come no further." Let's see. All right.
Wait. I just want to say one more thing before we leave Jockstrap.
Yeah.
Bobby Knight passed away. Basketball legend.
He did.
Passed away.
He did. I think that was before last week's show. I was going to put that on last
Wanted
week,
to mention that.
Yes,
yeah.
he did. He did. He was a great basketball coach. I don't follow basketball that closely, but I do. Anybody that follows sports knows who Bobby Knight is.
He definitely influenced a lot of coaches. Mike Krzyzewski, number one on that list. Bobby Knight, big loss.
Yep.
Great head coach, great basketball mind.
Yep, for sure.
Rip Bobby Knight.
Says, Harbaugh might not coach Saturday against Penn State. We'll find out tomorrow, apparently. What?
Look, that thing is, there's a lot of shit circling around that program. A lot of stuff circling around that program. And they're still number 3.
You got to be like Sneaky Pete, man. You got to get out of there before all this shit breaks, bro. You know what I'm saying? Got to be like Sneaky Pete. I guess Harbaugh.
He's been to the pros. He didn't want to go back.
Grab Taysom Hill in my waiver wire. You go, man, because he's getting some points. Laugh out loud. I love the flex afterwards. Yeah, he was Definitely.
Up there.
Yep. He is still bigger than the Arizona quarterback. Hell yeah, he is, man. That dwarf's coming back. Ouch, E. Clay Thomas says. Okay, so the next thing we got going on tonight, guys, as usual, it's the flicks. Hell yeah.
Ooh, Luke. He got to move or something, bro. Oh, Stallone taking it on the chin.
Yeah.
The golden diaper. That's what's up.
The golden diaper. That cracks me up.
Golden diaper.
Good Lord.
Indiana Jones in the hunt for the golden diaper.
Yep. Now, if you didn't hear yet, guys, the strike is over. I've got an article on it, but as usual, we're going to cover the box office receipts for this week and Five Nights at Freddy's. How amazing is this, Dan? It's number one still. It made 19 million. It's been out for 2 weeks. It was second to Taylor Swift. It's a movie based on a horror video game called Five Nights at Freddy's. But look at how much money this has made, dude. It's made 113 million, over 200 million worldwide. But it was available on Peacock as well as the theaters. And it made this much money. You could have sat at home and watched this, and people were going out in droves to see it. Is that cool or what? I mean, that just speaks to how a lot of people are saying the movie's really good. So anyway, yeah, I didn't know anything about this either, Dan. It's a video game. It's a horror video game. Has to do with, you remember we used to go to a place called Shakey's Pizza when we were kids?
Shakey's Pizza, bro.
The security guard that works at a place like that, and the fucking animatronics start killing people or some shit like that. Yeah, it's that kind of thing. Yeah. That's crazy. But anyway, awesome. Taylor Swift, yes, Hollywood, you should be embarrassed. Taylor Swift's Eras tour is still number 2. Killers of the Flower Moon, Scorsese's new one is not doing well, bro. It's not doing well. Our boy Scorsese is not doing well this time around.
Killers of Flower Moon?
Yeah, I hate the fact that it's not doing well because Amanda, this was the first movie she worked on. She worked security on it, dude.
Bro, it's too highbrow for the crowds these days, man. I mean, nobody wants to see anything about history and learn anything.
Well, it's going into more theaters, so maybe
they'd rather go see Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's. That's it, dude. I'm telling you. Priscilla and Radical are the ones that finish out the top 5. We have very few stories in here this week. We got Ben Affleck crashes car after arguing with Jennifer Garner while J-Lo drags him to therapy. Holy shit. We are big fans of this guy, but
look, that's an alcoholic right there.
Yeah, he's full blown. He is.
Flat out. I think he's as much admitted to it. His old man, I guess, was an alcoholic.
Yeah. It's a shame.
Have you seen the video of him walking her to the car?
And just
like,
man, wow.
Tim goes, you don't know what you're talking about? I said, I recognize a guy in the doghouse. I see that dude.
Guy's
right
in the
He's in the dog.
Right.
He's like,
Well, speaking of the doghouse, this is why we don't have a producer anymore. Al Pacino, 83, ordered to pay 29-year-old girlfriend $30,000 per month in child support. Oh boy.
He's fucking idiot.
Oh boy. What
He's
the hell?
an idiot.
Despite claiming they are still together, the Hollywood couple have split up child custody duties for 5-month-old Roman.
I do not feel sorry for him at all, dude.
Wow, man.
Not at all.
That's why we don't have a producer anymore. He was busy getting the bad news. So
he's 83?
83 years old.
Yeah, with his 29-year-old girlfriend. Nothing bad's going to happen to him there, obviously.
Yep. Have you guys watched the new Ghostbusters teaser? I have. I don't know if Danny has, but yeah.
No.
The only thing I question is why is Mom in a Ghostbusters outfit? That's what I'm kind of wondering about. But,
who's in the movie?
It's a sequel to Afterlife, the last one they made, Dan. About the what was it, the grandchild?
So it's the younger crowd that's doing the thing. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
I haven't seen it.
I liked the last one. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. You liked it? Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good.
I heard
yeah.
it was good. I heard it had
It's a good
very,
ode to all the previous characters. I thought
right.
it was pretty good. I liked it.
But
Yeah.
it's got Dan Aykroyd and Bill Murray in it. It's going to have the old
Yeah.
guys in it.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I mean, I don't know. I question why mom's wearing a Ghostbuster outfit. Let's see what else we got here. Is it a Nightmare on Elm Street movie? No. Let's see. Well, except in China. No, it's basically Chuck E. Cheese place with ghosts in the animatronics. Yeah, exactly what I was talking about earlier. Probably because they need everyone on deck. No doubt. Okay, so the big news last night, we broke it during my show last night. We were doing our pop culture show, and sure enough, by the end of it, and the whole panel was telling me this was going to drag on till next year. And I said, I think it'll be over with before Thanksgiving. And sure enough, during the show, we get this headline here. Our chat let us know about it. We pulled it up and showed it to everybody. SAG-AFTRA's negotiation committee reaches tentative deal.
Is that the Film Actors Guild?
Right. Say
The
that
Film
again,
Actors Guild? That's who that is, right?
Yes, it is the Film Actors Guild.
The Film Actors
They like
Guild.
to call it the Screen Actors Guild, though, sir.
Oh, I thought it was Film Actor. FAG. Film Actors Guild, right? I got that right?
Oh, man.
No?
Dude, are you serious? No, you didn't go there, did you?
Film Actors Guild. FAG.
Why are you gay? Why are you gay? Why are you gay? Why are you gay?
Okay. So, yeah, it's over. Stop talking about this. The rich pretenders are back to work. Okay?
Right? Give me a break. This is the year to go on strike, man. UPS went on strike.
Oh, we got stories
Auto
about
workers went on strike.
another strike. I think I'm pretty sure the motor industry one is over. But we've got another one brewing too. So let's look at that when we get into what we like to call the earthquakes, boys and girls. Earthquakes. That's right. And why am I not talking about the CMAs? Because I don't listen to country music. That's why, guys. If you can get your news on that somewhere else. My brother and I are rock and rollers. Sorry about that.
I haven't listened to. I used to be a big time shit kicker back in the early '90s, man. But yeah, country music is changed so much. I don't even think they have either kind of music anymore, country or western. So
country or western. Let's see. Tim says, Joe's Atmosphere, I broke it. Man, what are you
broken?
Ariel said, Afterlife made me cry. Yeah, I heard it had a really nice tribute to the guys at the end of it. Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, I dug it. I thought it was a good movie. I mean, comparatively to the shit that goes on in the theater now, I thought it was a good movie. So
auto and mail strike? No, I think it's I think there was an auto worker strike, but I think it's
there was. Yeah.
Country music died 30 years ago. Yeah, it's all 50s rock and roll now.
Yeah.
You won't like country music. I'm out of here. Sorry about that, brother. I'm just not a fan. I'm a rock and roller. Yeah. And Small Time Republic says they are putting country rap artists in rock and roll Hall of Fame now.
Yeah,
for some reason.
It's bizarre what goes on in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
I've never understood it myself. But anyway,
Dolly Parton was up for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I think it was last year.
And she wrote a new rock and roll song. Yeah.
Well, I think she said she respectfully denied that because that's not her genre.
She said she didn't want rock and rollers to lose votes because people were voting for her. Yeah. It's very humbling. Look, you can say what you want about Dolly Parton, man.
Generational,
that girl's a generational national treasure, dude.
There's no doubt.
Yeah,
you can't say anything to my wife about Dolly Parton.
No,
can't say anything.
My wife either. No, not at all. And I'm a fan myself just because of The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas and 9 to 5. Those are two great movies that I love, and she's in both of them.
And plus, she's got huge
tracts of land. That's right, huge tracts of land. That's right.
I'm talking about Dolly's World, by the way. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you know what we're talking about. No, Hylunder, that's not true. They didn't put Dolly in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, just her tits. That's all they put in there.
Okay. Her huge tracts of land.
All right, earthquakes this week, boys and girls. Let's see. Alina Habba Haba goes on furious tirade against Judge Engeron.
Judge Judy?
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
That's what's up, man.
Let's listen in on some of this, man. I thought this was pretty neat. I went ahead and queued it up. Let's hear what she's got to say here. I thought it was pretty good. This is Trump's lawyer.
Queued up.
And yeah, it's queued up.
Okay.
Yeah, she's coming down. Let's see. Make sure I got the sound on.
Dead air.
No, it's not. It's dead air because she's walking down there. She's cute. You'll be all right.
We are now over a month deep into the biggest waste of New York taxpayer dollars I've ever seen. President Trump's statement of financial condition was so undervalued. But Letitia James, as you've seen, will show up when it's a press day. I said it yesterday on the news. She hasn't been here for days, but you know when she's going to come? When the main event's here, and that is Trump. She piggybacked on Trump to get into office. She didn't do it well enough to be a governor. She was a failed gubernatorial candidate. And now she's working on her politics again.
Shots fired.
Trump sits in the back when she should be doing real work because the city of New York has fallen apart. If you are a business in New York, pay attention. You put your value. If President Trump wanted to inflate his net worth on a statement of financial condition, his brand alone could double, triple it. It's basic. It's basic. This is a waste of time. We heard testimony from an expert this week. Miss James wasn't here for that day because it wasn't good for her. He's been paid by New York taxpayer dollars $450,000 in the past
that's a lot of money.
months to come here and testify. That's your money. That's not my money. It is a crime. And now these children are being brought in away from their families for doing nothing wrong. It's a great company. It has always been a great company. It's worth a lot more than the statements say, and she just doesn't like it. And now her politics don't allow her to back off or back down. And it's unfortunate, but this case should be done. We are wasting our time. Thank you.
That's government as a whole right there.
Yeah. I thought
wasting of money and time.
You say it every week.
Yeah.
You know? I thought you would dig that one.
Yeah.
Man. Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah. If I had another beer, I'd cheer that, you know. So I finished my two. But
if you guys don't know what that was, she was talking about Trump's case. And let me get this back up here. Trump claims a New York fraud trial is election interference as it happened. Yeah, that's what we're talking about, the civil case. And that was his lawyer coming out and defending him right there in the court of public opinion. And she did a good job, if you ask me. But, well,
she's exactly right, because this is, the end game is to make it so where he can't run. I just firmly believe that, to make it his brand so tarnished that he just can't run. But if anybody can plow through that, it would be Donald Trump, I voted for him the second time he ran because he had 4 years. I saw what his administration did for us here and abroad. And I was definitely, behind that. I didn't vote for him the first time because didn't know what he stood for, what he was about. But after that 4 years, I was on board. I don't know that he can win again, and I think this is what this is all about, just tarnishing him to the point where he wouldn't be able to run. The bad part is for the right, who else is they going to run?
They don't have anybody. They don't.
The Dems are in lockstep. That's why they always win, because they are single-minded in their philosophy. The right is just, and plus we don't have the big microphones that the left have anyway, so.
No.
I say we. I really lean towards the Republican Party. I'm a registered independent.
Yeah.
I do believe both parties are in collusion with each other to run us, our taxpayer dollars and blah, blah, blah.
The
and
fleecing of
they give a
America,
shit about
as
us.
he likes to call it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So,
but I agree with what you were saying up there. Waste of time and taxpayer money. Yeah, that happens all the time.
That's
state,
exactly
local, and federal levels.
Let's see. Matt says over here we refer to the bridge over Mobile Tensaw River Delta on I-65 as the Dolly Parton Bridge, as it has two huge support structures. No joke. That lawyer could make me plead to anything. Absolutely, man. She's not only is she fiery, she's hot too. I'm surprised she doesn't have red hair. It's ridiculous.
She's
Equally
hot.
Thomas, Thomas says she would definitely wear the pants in the relationship. No thanks. Ariel says, I didn't vote for either of them. I write my own name in all the time. And when I don't win, I complain about who did win. There you go, girlfriend. At least you vote.
At least you're voting.
That's what
I
matters.
see people all the time that talk this,
We were
and that,
talking
and
about
this,
this earlier. Yeah.
and they don't even vote. I mean, this gets people nothing. This gets the American people nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Go out and vote. Vote your conscience, man. Whatever that might be, but get fucking involved,
Right.
Sit there complaining, and then you're not going to vote? I mean, what is that?
Here's the other strike I was talking about. Tens of thousands of Las Vegas Strip hotel workers at 18 casinos could go on strike this month. According to this, the hotel workers set a deadline of Thursday, which is today, for a sweeping strike, threatening major disruptions to the city's economic backbone that they could coincide with the Strip's inaugural Formula One races later this month. So, yeah, the casino workers are not happy in Las Vegas, Nevada. China suffers its first foreign investment. Yeah, right. Yawn. I knew you weren't going to have much to say about that. China suffers its first foreign investment deficit as U.S. tensions and anti-spying laws spark a Western exodus. Yeah, companies are leaving. China just posted a quarterly foreign investment deficit for the first time, raising tensions with the U.S. and Beijing's crackdown on the tech sector have fueled the exodus. China's also battling faltering economic growth and ongoing crisis in the property market. Yeah, man. Things aren't as rosy.
I'm more concerned about this Mississippi weather girl named Most Beautiful down at the bottom right there. What's going on over there?
Where are we at?
You scrolled past it already.
This girl right here?
You missed it. You missed it.
That girl right there?
Scroll up. Scroll up.
Okay.
Right there. Mississippi weather girl named Most Beautiful.
Okay. I must not see it. Okay.
Wow, you just went your... Okay.
Well.
Anyway, moving on.
Right here. I see it right here.
No, moving on.
Okay.
Moving on.
Sure. Cool. Let's see. Jean Jamalon, radio host.
Yamalama Ding Dong.
Radio host known as DJ Johnny Walker shot dead while on Facebook live stream in the Philippines. Oh my God.
Look, they don't play games over the Philippines, dude.
Obviously not. Radio anchor was fatally shot by a man inside his southern Philippine station Sunday in a brazen attack that was witnessed by people watching the program live on Facebook. Oh my God. Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's the world we live in, right? There you go.
More oil super tankers than ever are headed for the U.S. to load up on crude for export as OPEC curbs supply. We're suddenly
more oil super tankers are headed for the U.S. to load up crude for export.
Yeah.
Why are we not using that fucking oil here?
Well, we got plenty of it here, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with it. I mean, they're selling it. Let's see, Dan. Let's see what it says.
What the?
A record 48 oil super tankers are making their way to the U.S., Bloomberg reported. U.S. crude oil production and exports are booming, while OPEC countries have curbed oil supply. U.S. oil exports hit 3.99 million barrels a day for the first time in
it's interesting. I don't know what the gas prices are where you're at, but they are drastically coming down here.
Yeah,
I paid $2.76, which is, and I posted the other day. It's definitely coming down. So maybe this is what's happening, right?
Yeah.
OPEC has reduced its output. We're producing. We have it here. This is what I don't get. We have it here. Why do we have to import fucking oil from the OPEC nation? Why are we constantly slaves to the OPEC nation? Why?
Because we have to make everything electric now, Dan.
No, this is not today, Joe John. We've been
I know.
importing oil.
I know.
Don't even go there.
Yeah.
I mean, this is an agenda that our the best and brightest, have been pushing forever.
Mm-hmm.
This is bullshit. Anyway, I'm glad to see the gas prices going down.
I hear you.
They should always be down for it. We've got plenty of oil. We've got plenty of refineries right here in the good old US of A. We don't need to be slaves to people that want to kill us anyway. I don't even get that.
I know. I've never understood it either. Let me ask you guys, isn't Kennedy Jr. a Democrat with Republican leanings or a Republican with Democrat leanings?
I know who Kennedy Jr. is.
And you were the puss. Always bled. And you were the puss. Always bled.
Do that. I could add it on loop for a second. Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice. Way to go, bro. Way to go. He is the puss who always bled. No doubt.
We're gonna use those clips more often, man. They're awesome.
Yeah. China is about to lose McDonald's. Yes, they are. Their entire economy is going to collapse now. Yeah, it's not looking good for them, and it has a lot to do with what they've been pushing in their social agenda at home. It was a killer show. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They are 4.27 at the moment at the gas station, from being 5.87. Oh man, you must live in a big city somewhere, because it's not like that for us. Danny's got it under $3 right now, I think.
That's interesting. Ariel, where do you live?
Where do you live
in
at,
relation to? Yeah, because the proximity to our refineries is a big thing.
Yeah,
we have a lot of refineries in the
really
deep south.
I have an answer for you, Hylunder. I think we buy from the Middle East to drain them dry first, so they that way we have the supply and charge a large amount to other countries. Hey,
I wish that was the truth, because we've been draining them dry for Jesus Christ, 50, 60 years. There's a bigger agenda going on there. I mean,
the biggest.
If you ask the American people, they want their oil from right here, but that's not the case.
Yeah, the biggest earthquake of the week, though, guys, was
not the earthquake.
Earthquake brought out by our boy
is the worst.
Steven Crowder. The Louder with Crowder guys got a hold of the manifesto from the so-called trans activist that shot up
that went into the school?
Yep.
Holy mackerel.
Yeah, and
why is this not plastered all over the mainstream media?
Because the mainstream media was helping cover it up, man. That if you read the manifesto, she's a white, a self-loathing white person wanted to kill a bunch of crackers, is what it basically said.
Well, she's been freaking.
It doesn't fit the agenda. You know what I'm saying?
She's been engineered to hate herself.
Yeah, and because of this, 7 Nashville officers are placed on administrative assignment after school shooter writings were leaked, and 2 of them have been fired as well. And I think the I think the chief of police actually said that they sold this document to someone. Sold it to him. Now, if that's the case, that is grounds for dismissal. You don't do that if you're a police officer. But Crowder, when he heard this, said, we didn't buy anything. So it was either bought by somebody else and given to Crowder, or they're full of shit. You know what I'm saying?
They're just full of shit, and this thing got leaked, and now they've got to cover their tracks, and they're going to fire. You're going to have straw people.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you're going to put out a cover story.
Mm-hmm.
People don't read the article anyway. They're just going to believe whatever they see.
Yep.
All those 2 cops, they sold it, and there you go.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's pretty bad. There's your answer, Dan. I live in California. That's all you have to say, darling.
Oh, brutal.
Yeah. They jack your prices up out there with taxes.
Oh, God,
Ariel,
Lord, yeah.
RFK Jr. is a 90s Democrat, while Jon Stewart, Jimmy Dore, and Bill Maher, that means 30% of the time he actually sounds sane. Yeah, like those
30% of the time, he's sane every time.
Right. Bill Maher did a good job this week handing what's his name? Tyson, the science guy. I can't remember the guy's full name.
Bill
but,
Maher has really
he
changed his
smashed-
tune over the last
He
10
has
years.
over the last few years. Yeah, it's
Yep.
ridiculous. Yep.
He's been flipping the other way. I wonder
Ariel
if his
says also
demographic
north
is
of
driving
Bakersfield.
that.
Yep. And north of Bakersfield, Kettleman. Yeah. Gotcha. Bill Nye. No, that's not Bill Nye, the science
That's
guy.
weird. Yeah. California's strange then. You got oil refineries and oil wells. Yeah, that's crazy. We should, in the United States, the idea that we pay more than $2 a gallon of gas is crazy to me.
Yeah.
These oil companies can make money hand over fist, charging $1.50 because we all use it. Despite their best efforts to bring electric vehicles into the market, people still drive gas.
That's right. Neil the Ass Tyson. There you go. It's Neil something. DeGrasse. Is that it? DeGrasse? Not the grass. It's not the ass. I think it's DeGrasse Tyson. Yeah, he blew him up this week. I should have had that on here. But the last thing I saw today that I had to comment on under earthquakes is Omegle shuts down after its founder acknowledges unspeakable heinous crimes. Yeah.
Not the heinous crimes.
Oh, dude, it ran for 14 years. Anybody that watches YouTube or any of these Twitch or anything knows what Omegle is. It is a internet service, Dan, where they randomly put you in with somebody, just randomly, somebody you don't even know. And what's gotten them in trouble is underagers are getting in there with pedophiles in video conferencing. And yeah, that's basically what shut them down. They've had to fight a lot of these lawsuits and stuff, and now they're going under because of it. But it's been around for a long time.
I've never even heard of that. Never even heard of that
Omegle
platform. No idea.
It's a strange place.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see.
Moving on.
Yeah, moving on. Well, guess what, boys and girls? Here comes the new segment that we do weekly. Something my brother came up with. To keep him from railing the entire show, he came up with a segment just for these people. And we like to call it the best
The
and
best
brightest.
and brightest.
The best and brightest.
Oh my God, it's too much, man.
That's great, man. The first one we got under best and brightest: Pelosi blasts no labels. I can no longer remain silent. The speaker, Emerita, said she previously ignored no labels even when they targeted her speakership, but for the 2024 election, she is making an exception. Now, what is she talking about? No labels. What is this?
Well, it's a political group that's trying to get on the platform for the presidency. And it's a third party option, and there no labels speaks for itself. They're not about that.
No labels.
Right? So
it's not left, right. It's not
and
nothing.
she's saying that's undemocratic, and she's gonna hold her ground. And give me a fucking break. I mean, So there you go. That's the best and brightest right there. Condemning a third party option. There you go. Awesome.
Condemning a third party option because she likes the uniparty the way it is, Dan.
Absolutely. Don't mess with the status quo. Don't mess with the money. At the end of the day, don't mess with the money.
And the other one he brought to me was from Black Enterprise. Washington, D.C. mayor distributes free air tags to help combat car theft. What's this air tag?
So if you read this article, their automobile theft is through the roof. Percentages way above last year. I mean, really bad. So her response is they're going to issue these devices, these free air tags that you install on your vehicle, which will allow them to track your vehicle that's stolen so they can identify it.
So
this will
GPS.
Stop the criminal in his tracks.
Man. Totally stop them. They're going to hit the brakes on it because they might get followed. They might.
Oh, shit. Air tag. Oh, there's no way.
We'll never find this air tag to throw it out the window.
This is just another case of a best and brightest coming up with some kind of fantasy world solution to a real world problem, and it never works. But yet these are our best and brightest, man.
And that's it for the best and the
This is
brightest.
who works first. I would just say the DC area, man, for the cornerstone of the best and brightest. I mean, automobile theft, violence, you name it. It's always through the roof there, man.
But aren't these new
Crazy.
cars able to be tracked and turned off on these new cars already? I'm not sure. I don't.
Please disperse. Nothing to see here.
Shit.
Stop that.
Stop that. I can't believe you didn't hit that one, man. Oh, let's see. Where is that one?
Stop that.
There it is. All right, boys and girls. We're at the meathead.
That's the best and brightest right there, man.
Oh my God. Yes. He's awesome. See that again. But look, guys, on a serious note, it's time to buckle up. Time to buckle that chin strap.
Look out.
Get your damn pads on. Because you know what, boys and girls? It is time to turn out the lights.
I have the utmost respect for Kurt Warner for going in there. I have the utmost respect for Kurt Warner for going in there.
My man Matt says, "Good night, Warner."
I
Matt's
mean,
a States fan like you are, right? Yeah, he's down the Gulf Coast. Good night, Warner. Yeah, he launched him.
I'm pretty sure Warner shit his pants when he got hit, dude.
I'm pretty sure the cops were ready to arrest Bobby McRae when he came off the field.
Oh,
wait a minute, that game was
goodness.
played in New Orleans. They didn't arrest him.
New Orleans. Ooh.
Well, boys and girls, my final word tonight is about something that I know a little something about. This headline I saw today, and I just had to talk about it here at the end of the show. Former Shreveport-Bossier sports team finds new life in Lake Charles. Now, if you read this story, what it has to do with is the Shreveport-Bossier Battle Wings. They were known as I think they were the New Orleans Voodoo, and then when they went under in New Orleans, they came up here and became the Battle Wings in Arena League Football 2. And I had season tickets for this team. And then what ended up happening was the AF2 went under, and it's moved around a little bit, but now they're going back to Lake Charles, south of us here in Louisiana, and they're going to be called the Louisiana Voodoo. So I'm going to have to find a place to watch this team, man. I don't know if they've televised these games. I'm going to have to do some research, because if they're going to be playing arena football down there in Lake Charles, I'm going to have to check it out, man. It's a shame that we can't support a sports team up here. But, people just, the only sports team we've ever supported, and they still do to a certain extent, is the Mudbugs. But they're not a pro team. They're not a semi-pro team anymore. I think they're what are they? They're a startup.
They're junior hockey. They're junior hockey.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So,
but you know why you can't support it? Because there's no jobs. There's no infrastructure.
Yeah.
If you don't have throwaway money, you can't support sports teams.
That's fair.
When you're trying to make ends meet, and the great state of Louisiana and its leadership in northeastern or northwestern Louisiana has done a great job of, developing new business partners and bringing jobs and education to Shreveport-Bossier.
Nope. Haven't done that. But anyway, I'm going to have to track down the Louisiana Voodoo. They playing down in Lake Charles, bro.
Be interesting to see what their color scheme is. I would imagine it'd be like, green.
I hope it's the same
orange,
logo they used to have.
and
Do you
yellow.
remember it had the cross chicken bones and it had the skull with the voodoo hat? The top hat on it. You don't remember that
That's cool.
logo?
No, I don't. I
Oh,
really
dude,
don't.
yeah. I'll find it and I'll text it to you after the show. It's pretty easy to find. All you have to do is, New Orleans voodoo. Punch that in, you'll find it. Yeah, it's a pair of bones
I'll
like this.
take it here and grab a hold of.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But anyway, okay, so we have got one last piece of business before we get out of here, guys. And you know what it is. It is time for the Simple Jack Award. It's that award that goes out to people that are trying to do the right thing. They're trying to do the right thing, guys, but they just can't quite get it done. Kind of like Jack here.
Yeah, they just.
That you see in Tropic Thunder, he's trying to get it done.
He's trying to.
He's trying to get those butterflies taken care of, but he just can't get it done.
He's using a hammer, though.
And this week, I'm going to read the headline, and Danny's going to fill you in on what's going on here. Black Lives Matter March organizer who splurged thousands in donations on taxis and takeaways.
Taxis and takeaways.
Taxis and takeaways.
She got put in jail for the shenanigans. Her shenanigans were not cheeky and fun. They were sad and tragic. She partnered, she's part of the Black Lives Matter. This is over in Europe. And they partnered with a local, I guess you'd have to read the article, like a special needs school.
Oh, boy.
And so they had this demonstration where they pulled down this statue and they set up a GoFundMe page, and they made, the idea was any monies they made would go towards this school. And the person that was, set this all up, she had great intentions, but it made a lot of money, like hundreds of thousands of dollars in donations.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of sending that money as agreed to the school, she went on a spending spree. So she spent, and now she went on a spending spree instead of, she had the right thing in mind.
Mm-hmm.
And she spent all the money, and now she's been jailed and she's been convicted. And this is what happens when you go full retard. That's all I have to say about that.
Never go full retard. Never go full retard. Never go full retard.
She went full retard.
She went full retard, man. Well, the American version of that, they ended up buying houses and stuff like that, and they were charged with fraud as well.
This is what I would say this about any kind of social agenda and organization. It always starts out with a great idea. People to come in together to support an idea, right? And we do these things, we organize it, but we never vet the people that are in charge of the money.
No.
You vet the location, the permits involved, the people that are going to organize it, and work the thing. Who's vetting the people that are running this money? Because at the end of the day,
people, and why aren't there people watching what they're doing? I mean,
exactly,
auditing them on a regular basis. I mean, we had the same thing happen at Libby Glass, man. A girl that was doing the finances up there, her and her husband ended up getting into gambling problems and siphoned off a bunch of company money.
Sure.
And they didn't.
So it's an old story. It's an unfortunate one because this particular school could have benefited. That students could have benefited off. They had plans to do certain things, make trips to Africa, a cultural thing for these students, and none of that happened because she took all the money. She spent it all.
Well,
and now she's going to jail.
Now she's going to jail because she went. Totally,
she goes to jail. The kids don't get any of the benefits of the organization, and then
the money's
nobody
gone.
wins.
Yep,
nobody wins.
Ariel Ballet says, so will we be hearing about Uncle Joe has been arrested for climbing a tree and watching their games illegally? Nah. Let's see. A green and purple as their colors. No, I think they wear white and purple, I think is what it is. Arena football is about as exciting as pickleball. No, sir. It's a lot more exciting than that. You've obviously never been to a game. If you see it live, it's like watching football in a hockey rink. Those guys pay the price when they hit that wall, man. It ain't good. Let's see. Building large mansions. Yes, Matt. That's what the American version of Black Lives Matter did with the money. Never go full retard unless you are the United States Air Force. There you go. Okay.
Oh.
There's dozens of examples of this kind of thing happening. Sad. You hit my brother
Shots
right in the
fired
gones with
right
that
at
one,
the end of
man.
the show, man.
It makes my eyes rain. Yeah, it does. Happened
It
to
makes
someone.
my eyes red.
Right. Happened to someone I knew with their Lions Club and gambling problem, and them giving her a credit card to use for stuff. Yeah, it
Ooh,
happens all
yeah.
the time.
Yeah.
Story old as time, as they like to say.
Yep. No
Okay,
doubt.
boys and girls, let me let you know what's going on with the channel real quick, so me and my brother can get. My brother's going to get some rest, and I'm going to get to the game. I got to see how bad this is going to be. Over under, Dan, on the turnovers tonight. What do you think?
6.
Is it going to be double digits? Huh? No?
6.
Huh? 6? Okay. You're watching Joe's Atmosphere. Me and my crew, we like to get together and do things. And this particular thing we're doing is the Brothers Hack the Matrix. We do it every Thursday at 6 p.m. Central Time. We're showing you the clown show that is 2023 in today's headlines. And then, of course, tomorrow morning, you can catch me on John's show on Pop Culture Minefield playing Baldur's Gate 3. That's at 10 a.m. Central Time. And then Saturday, you can watch me create my comic book from the ground up, Sketching the Privateer, the story of America's pirate patriot, comes your way at 1:30 p.m. Central Time on Saturdays. And then Sunday, you can check in with me and the crew as we do the NFL pregame party 2 hours before kickoff of your afternoon slate of games at 10 a.m. Central Time. And then Monday, you can check me out on Military Mondays with Gary on Pop Culture Minefield. I'm not sure what movie we're doing this time around, but we'll be on at 10 a.m. Central Time on Monday. And by the way, Dan, if I don't get to talk to you tomorrow, happy Veterans Day, and thank you for your service.
Same to you, my brother. Same to you. Same to you.
and
Thank
all
you for your
you-
service. And anybody out there that served, thank you very much.
That's right. All you veterans out there, have a good Veterans Day tomorrow. And then Monday afternoon at 4 p.m. Central Time, we're going to have another meeting of the Canon Film Club. I know Danny likes Canon Films because his boy is He-Man, Master of the Universe. He loves Dolph Lundgren, guys. But we're going to do Delta Force this time around. Delta Force is on tap this time. And that's at 4 p.m. Central Time on Monday. And then Tuesday, you can watch me at 10 p.m. Central Time as I have some video games, cocktails, and fails. Papa Joe Gamer After Dark. I'm going to play some Stuntman Ignition on the PS3 this Tuesday at 10 p.m. Central Time. And then Wednesday morning, you can catch me on Morning Coffee with John as he plays Cyberpunk for a couple of hours. He does that at 10 a.m. Central Time on Wednesdays. And then he and I will be on State of the Atmosphere on Wednesday evening at 5:30 p.m. Central, the pop culture show we do, where we'll talk about the end of the strike, how they got that done. We're also going to have a review of both Loki's final chapter and the Marvels. John's going to actually bite the bullet and go see that movie for us. I'm not going. Thank God. My wife doesn't want to see that one, so I don't have to go see it. But it looks like Barbie Marvel style is what it looks like. So that's it for this week, guys. Want to thank you for being here. Let's look at the chat one more time. I was listening, but was doing housework because Allie comes over tomorrow. Cool, man. Great show as usual, Joe. Yeah, thank you, man. Appreciate you. I'll see you tomorrow morning, buddy. Matt says, thank you for your service. No problem, man. It was our pleasure, really. It's family business for us. You know,
family business.
Yep, family business. French brothels celebrate VD Day.
There you go. There you go.
I think it's a different VD. But,
could be taken on holiday.
Could be taken on. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Say no more.
Whoa, whoa,
yeah, that's right. Don't get us rolling, man. We'll be here for another half hour. I thought you were moving your cocktail show to Thursdays. I am. That's why I didn't mention it. I have 2 of them a week. One's going to be on Tuesday. One's going to be on Thursday. I'm just not doing it this week. Next week, I'm going to do it on Thursday.
4, 5, 6.
There you go. Next week, I'm going to be doing The Force Unleashed on Thursday. And until next time, everyone, stay out of trouble and don't get caught. I love your tagline, Ariel. Very cool. Thanks for watching, guys. I want you guys to have a good Veterans Day tomorrow. Have a safe one. And until we see you again, I want you guys to keep on keeping on. God bless.